Welcome to the final part of my retrospective look back over my favourite holes from all the courses I played in 2024. A little bit of video and a description of what I enjoyed about each individual hole. This is part 2 with holes 11 to 18. Hope you enjoy it. So first up for part 2 we've got Forest Hills and Culford. Difficult drive, diagonal fairway, over a dip and water involved. Second shot generally blind unless you hit a really good drive onto a green beneath you. Challenging second shot, all about the distance because you've got the bunker defending the green in front. But yeah, difficult hole that, but really fun. Next up we've got Woodlake Park. Classic parkland rolling par 5 this with slanting fairways and contours over the place. Typical par 5 in that you've got the ditch just short of the green to give you that sort of doubt in your mind whether to try and go for it in 2 or play the pitch in. And then once you're there, difficult green, sloping back to front. As you can see from my pitch, great pace greens and the ball really rolls, so yeah, challenging one there. On to the 11th of the Monmouthshire. Great views of the Blorenge, stand on the tee here. Challenging fairway to hit as well. The contours tend to sort of move your ball away from where you want to be to give yourself a shot into the green with the hazards that you face here. You see the trees and everything in the way there. Challenging second shot in. I didn't play particularly well, but lovely greens once you're on them. On to the 11th at Sappheiros now. Picture postcard, Parkland par 3. Nice alliteration. But yeah, super looking hole. Brilliantly presented when I played it, you know, it was a perfect day. Lovely, immaculate pond, fantastic greens, lovely Parkland par 3 experience. Another beautiful day had at Garnant, gorgeous day here. Fantastic hole as well, the 11th here, all about positioning your drive in the right position and avoiding the bunker, so you can actually see down to the 11th green, obviously way beneath you. Fantastic views in the background. Once you get to the green, very undulating, and actually had a downhill straight putt there, but yeah, challenging green as well. On to the 11th at Bryn Hill, par 5, slight dogleg to the right. Really enjoyed this as it gives you a lot to think about with your second shot. Do you go for the green with the pond in the way? I decided just to lay up and then play a long pitch and run in, which worked out very well, but the green's incredibly challenging. But another memorable thing about this was the dragonflies from the pond, absolutely fantastic. On to the 11th at Church Stretton. Obviously, being at the far point of the course, you've got the views back over the course, and the panorama from the tee is just like nothing else.
Over the back. That's top quality stuff.
Second shot, fairly long par 4 this one, so your second shot's actually quite a challenge. I played it really badly and ended up with the cabbage, but had a great recovery, and this was one of the putts of the year. Shame it didn't quite drop, but yeah, super. Another super hole is the 11th of my stag. Cracking views off to the left, really slanty fairway this, obviously from right down to the left, all the way along, and it gradually ascends up towards the green as well. Didn't play it the best this hole, bit of a struggle all the way up, including on the green when I was a little too casual maybe, but yeah, lovely hole that one. My favourite 11th hole goes to Cotswold Edge, what I've termed the beginning of the amen corner of Cotswold Edge. Psychological tee shot this one, you know where the green is, but it's the trees really coming to your mind when you're playing it. I was a little bit short and hit a nice bumper and run on, but when you get onto the green and then you look back towards the tee, you see all the dangers that you face. There's ditches, slopes, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, cracking downhill par 3, really enjoyed it. First up for the 12th holes, we've got the lovely little par 3 at Pontypridd. Tight feeling off the tee this one with the bunkers, they really sort of come into play in your mind with the tee shot. But then obviously off to the left, you've got this wonderful view down to the town of Pontypridd. I didn't cover myself in glory on the green, I think I managed to miss that putt, but yeah, nice little par 3 that one. Then on to the next hole at the amen corner of Cotswold Edge, the 12th. Lovely drive through a tree tunnel, even more intimidating when you step back to the white tees. I managed to chunk a wedge then for my second shot, but fortunately there's a natural little bowl up towards the green which managed to gather in my shot, and then a little pitch and run on. But yeah, lovely little hole, lovely feeling to this area of the course. Speaking of lovely feelings, it doesn't get much better than playing links golf on a beautiful sunny day. 12th hole at Tenby is a classic, beautiful par 3 with amazing greens once you get onto them. The tee shot itself, you're hitting over a great big gully over the sand dunes, and then obviously you've got the wonderful views towards Caldy and then the surrounding course area. But yeah, just picture perfect stuff, lovely. On to Peterson Lakes now. Really enjoyed this par 5 12th hole. Gives you a chance to go for it. Had a bit of wind at my back as well, which is rather nice for a change. Hit a decent, although exciting drive, and then lovely second shot, which I actually managed to hit in two. All the while you've got the greens down the right hand side, trees down the left, and then on to a challenging green where I managed to do a little dance where I just missed an eagle. But yeah, lovely hole that one. Another hole I enjoyed is the 12th at St Mellons. This has the option of playing it as a long par 5 off the back boxes or longer par 4 boxes. Still managed to play it as a fairly long hole with a long iron in. Just ended up short, having to come over the dip, which I really think is a great feature of the hole. Nice green as well. So yeah, good hole that one. On to Tracy Park now, and the Crown Course. Love the Twin Oaks, as the whole name suggests, when you're standing on the tee. Really iconic to drive at. The second shot gives you the impression with hills either side, sort of like a funnel to play down, then onto a back to front sloping green. The Tracy Park greens were absolutely fantastic. So sad that they're no longer with us. Really enjoyed both courses here. Back to Garland again. A lovely hole this, the 12th. Par 5, everything out in front of you off the tee. Hit a terrible drive. Second shot wasn't a huge amount better strike, but put it in the bunker. But yeah, lovely detailing, greenkeeper staff. Well done to them. Managed to get almost to the green in my third shot, but yeah, just super views again. Big target green to aim for, in great condition. Really enjoyed it. Lovely.
Go on.
Another beautifully presented par 3, this time at Trefloyne Manor, the 12th here. Shooting back towards the clubhouse, lovely view off the tee, everything in front of you again. Back to front sloping green with a sharp tier in it as well. Then obviously you look back towards the tee, you see all the fun and games you have to come over. Managed to play this really well and managed to drain the birdie putt. And the virtual prize for my favourite 12th hole goes to Craddock. Fabulous view towards Pen y Fan as you're looking south off the tee. Again, didn't play this one particularly well, but it's all about the feeling from this hole. Just super views, certainly on the day I played it. Nice little challenging downhill par 3. Need to get the club right off the tee. But yeah, super hole that one. Moving on to favourite 13th hole now. Start off at the wonderful Gington Golf Club. Just really like this hole, the sort of exposed feeling you've got, and then once you hit the fairway, hopefully, you get this wonderful crinkled fairway, beautiful turf as well. Obviously try and hit the green. I didn't manage to do it on this occasion, and off down to the left, I managed to hit a fabulous pitch on, but certainly once you get onto the green, you've got this fabulous view down the valley, beautiful greens any time of year, even if they didn't quite manage to hold that, but it's super hole that. Moving down south now to Filton. Wonderful hole this, dog leg to the left, always a challenge for me with my shot shape. Certainly once you get towards the fairway, if you manage to thread your way between the trees, you've got the contours of the fairway going from right to left. Never a flat lie, and then never a flat lie on the green either. Real borrow on that. Good hole though. Moving down to South Herefordshire now. 13th here, lovely little hole with a tree barrier that certainly presented quite a problem for me off the tee. It's all about positioning on this. I didn't do it very well, played down the right hand side all the way down the hole, but just a nice feel to this one. Yeah, chance of making a birdie if you play it well. Next on to the 13th at Trefloyne Manor. This is a difficult hole. Small fairway and the flattest bit is off to the left. The bank on the right will actually kick you down, so you probably want to aim for the bank and that it brings you down. Second shot is then over what I imagine is this disused quarry to a large green if you can get the distance to get there. If you can get onto the green, then it's fairly flat, which gives you a chance of a par, but a very, very difficult hole. Moving on to Rodway Hill now. Lovely view off the tee towards Hynham and the church there. Really feeling of being able to open your shoulders on this one. Try and get a good drive away. If you do, you've got the chance of going for the green in 2, but there's water, short right, and the trees on the left, so lots of danger. I didn't quite manage to do that, but then managed to hit a nice recovery pitch on when I played it here, but must get back and play there when the weather improves. To Bilthwells now, lovely hole this, beautiful view down the hole to the hills beyond. You want to try and position your drive far enough down there so that you've got a view to the green beneath you. If you can hit a good shot on, then you've got a good chance of a par. The fairly flat green, but it's all about getting a position for your second shot. Lovely hole though. To Green Meadow now, challenging par 3 this, about 200 yards if I remember, but long iron certainly, to a smallish target. You want to be accurate because it's going to feed away down to the left if you don't get a good bounce. I just managed to position on a nice spot there and managed to hit a lovely pitch on, but yeah, good hole that. To Cleve Hill now, one course I must go back to and play on a nice calm day. This is one of the sort of standout holes they've got here with the views that you get towards Cheltenham and beyond down to Severn Estuary. Obviously it was blowing an absolute crazy thing when I was there. There's a signature tree. Go into this sort of fort style hole, I can't remember exactly what it is, but really iconic when you get towards there. Hit the dip and then managed to hit a lovely recovery pitch on, but yeah, beautiful hole this. I really must go back there and play on a calm day. To Tredegar and Rumney now, a superb hole this, I believe it's called the postage stamp, due to the nature of the green, sloping fairway severely from left to right, and then up to an elevated green which is obviously very, very small. Superb views all the while across this, wonderful, wonderful course, really needs more exposure, very, very impressed with the place, and I'll certainly be back. Favourite 13th hole is the 13th at Monmouthshire. Lovely, lovely presentation on this uphill par 4. It's all about being accurate as much as the Monmouthshire is, keeping out the trees. Lots of lovely mature trees on this hole, but very much a hazard. If you manage to find the greens, beautifully kept, wonderful condition. As you can see from the pace on that, just superb. And then the view back down the hole is absolutely wonderful. Onto the 14th holes now, and the fabulous 14th at Dinas Powys starts us off, all in the drive this one, as you can see from the tee, just an amazing view, driving off over the gap. Decent drive, gets you a short iron pitch in, obviously watch out for the pond, and then when you're on the green, it's all downhill from front to back, so all about pace. Over to the fabulous Rhondda Golf Club now, 14th here, all about positioning off the tee, don't be too bold, leave yourself a full shot in, over the water, but yeah, super backdrop to this with the ponds and then the goal tip behind, absolutely fantastic, and I was lucky enough to get a birdie on this, but yeah, cracking hole this one, really enjoyed it. South Pembrokeshire now on the 14th here, lovely little par 3 over a little valley with a pump house on the left hand side, all about getting the distance right off the tee, making sure that you're not going right or short onto a smallish green, good slope on this, so again all about pace. Another visit to the wonderful Llandrindod Wells Golf Club now, the 14th here, lovely par 5, a long top, so all the while on the right hand side, got this fabulous view over the Mid Wales hills. Super par 5 this, plenty of options in the way to play it, and then once you get onto the green, lots and lots of undulations, but just a good feeling to the hole all the way through, and obviously the views are top rate. Moving to Tall Pines now, 14th here, one of my favourite holes in the course actually, just a longish par 4, slightly uphill all the way, but just had a great feel to it, sort of real challenge to it, make sure you hit the fairway, give yourself a chance at the green in 2, obviously didn't quite do it, and the camera didn't decide to play ball here. Really wanted to par this one, didn't quite manage it, but yeah, I really enjoyed that hole.
Yeah, they're really, really good. I'm really enjoying myself.
Back to the very damp Earlswood when I played it, but a lovely course. Got to be the most unique tee shot of the ones I've played this year. Over a great big gully, aiming towards a pylon. Sure, there must be a local rule about the pylon. Then hopefully you have a fairly short iron into the green, but all the while you've got this amazing view off to the left and then down towards the coast there. Lovely. To my twilight round I had at the Monmouthshire here. Lovely hole, the 14th, really picture perfect postcard stuff this. Lovely with the trees and the evening light when I played it. Challenging downhill, par 3, lots and lots of bunkers, and then once you're on the green, as you can see,
no way.
Quite a challenge with the undulations on it, but yeah, super hole that one. First visit to Glyn here now for the 14th real standout hole. Position your drive in a decent spot to give you a chance of going for your green in 2. Difficult downhill shot with the green beneath you, and the green itself is big slope on it, so it's never an easy putt on there unless you're very much beneath the hole. But yeah, great hole this one. High tee at West Monmouthshire, the 14th hole here is always going to feature on the list, being the highest tee in Great Britain.
View.
Fabulous view off the tee, and obviously you're driving straight down, everything's open in front of you. Second shot is generally a short iron or a medium iron into the green, but as you can see, everything going from left to right, so it's not an easy shot in. And then once you're on the green, it's fast coming down the hill. So yeah, all about judgment, but yeah, super hole. My favourite 14th hole goes to the wonderful par 5 at Kington. Super off the tee, you can just feel like you can see for miles, even though on that first occasion the clouds are really dramatic. Wonderful views all the way down the hole. Obviously danger left and right, especially in the summer when the bracken gets up. But it's, yeah, sort of proper sort of open and semi-links feel to the hole. Beautiful turf all the way through. Plenty of options and different ways to play it. As you can see here, I'm sort of scrambling around, having great fun, but just a wonderful, wonderful golfing experience. Starting off the 15th holes, you start at Gloucester Golf Club, and the back nine there is something very, very special indeed. Super drive off the 15th tee, with beautiful view in front of you. If you manage to keep your drive out of trouble, then you've got a fairly straightforward short iron into the green, obviously guarded by 2 bunkers. I played this one really, really nicely and managed to get a lovely birdie, but yeah, cracking hole there. Down the road to Painswick now, and one of the many quirky par 3s they have here. Super little hole this, again blind tee shot. If you can hit the green, then it's not too bad, but there are so many potentials for bad bounces if you're not quite accurate. And again, once you're on the green, not that flat, so a challenging one that, but yeah, it was super part of the course. Staying in the same area, we've got the fabulous punch bowl hole at Cleve Hill, 15th there. Obviously, you've got to come over the big punch bowl to try and get onto the green. Big green. But when I played it, as you can see, incredibly windy, so I was really happy to actually end up with a 3 on this. Back to more tranquil surroundings and the fabulous 15th at Glyn here, all the while gently ascending up with the stream on the right hand side as you play it. Tricky green once you get onto it, with a big sort of slope at the front, but just a nice feeling to this hole, and you certainly got the sound of the stream all the way as you play it. Very nice. To the 15th of the Bristol now, beautifully presented hole this, lovely feelings you're driving off the tee with the water there and everything out in front of you. Second shot again, beautifully presented with the trees in the background, gives you the chance of getting on towards the green in 2, and once you're on the greens, super pace to them all, blown away by the greens there, even if I did manage to 3-putt this one for an eagle. Staying with nice par 5s now, we've got the 15th here at Forest Hills. Really like this one, it's a good fair par 5, gives you the chance to get on the green in 2, get a good drive away. Obviously if you can keep out the bunkers, then you've got a good chance of it, with the second shot being quite nicely downhill.
There's a look into 15 from about 100 yards.
Difficult green with a great big ridge on it, so it's all about managing the pace on your approach shot or on your pitch. Good hole, that. Onto the 15th at Drifloin Manor now. All about positioning your drive this one. You need to be far enough and not too far left to allow yourself a view for the downhill second shot into the green. Reminds me of the 11th at Glynneath a lot, this, obviously very similar. But yeah, it's a super hole, this one. Obviously a bit of danger in the green as well with the pond long. Nice one though. Onto the wonderful 15th at Church Stretton now. Didn't realise at the time, but you can take a wood off this tee and just absolutely lamp it as far as you like.
And it is literally hitting into oblivion down here, but what a view.
Because you do literally hit off the edge and way down the hill if you like.
You hit the ground like half a second before you hit the ball.
It wasn't good, was it?
Love the experience I shared with my son. Duffed a chip all the way down the hill, but it didn't matter. And then when you're on the greens, super condition. Just a magic golf course. Another magic golf course is Kington. This is playing the same 15th hole twice in one day. This is the second time. Nice clear skies. And in the morning I played it when you virtually couldn't see the green at all. Super course, wonderful conditions, beautiful turf. Love that 15th hole. And my favourite 15th hole? Well, there are two. Couldn't separate them, so first up we've got Glynneath. What a fantastic downhill par 3 this is, just brilliant presented. The views behind, just superb. You've got the water to deal with, big downslope. If you go too far, then you've got a really difficult downhill green with a ridge in the middle. All about pace with my pitch shot, managed to do it very well, but yeah, just a super presented hole, loved it. And also its near neighbour, the 15th at Neath, is also my joint favourite 15th hole. What a fantastic view off the tee here. Real sort of pin your ears back and go for it on the drive. Brilliant views all the way on the left hand side and down the hole. Second shot in, gradually descending down to the green, mid-iron. If you can manage to get on the green, it's a fair green, so you've got a good chance of making a par on there. But yeah, what a wonderful pair of holes, the two of them. 16th holes now. Starting off with a real belter, which is the 16th at West Monmouthshire. You have to really open your shoulders on this. Everything downhill, but about 235 yards or so. Everything feeds down to the green, as long as you can get favourable bounce. Smallish green, but what an amazing par 3 this is. Another lovely par 3 is the 16th at Craigie. Beautifully presented again with the ponds on the left. You also have the lovely walk from the 15th to the 16th through the flower beds. Wonderful stuff there. On the greens, very nice green conditions all the way throughout Craigie. And then the detailing on the hole is very pleasant indeed. Yeah, nice little hole there. Another challenging par 3 is the 16th at Bryn Hill. It's all about distance judgment, this one. You need to be bang on with your club selection off the tee as you're hitting over a great deep swale. And if you manage to hit the green, you've got this tremendous two-tiered nature to it. And as you can see from my putt, one heck of a break on it. But yeah, really challenging hole, but really enjoyable one, that one. Another enjoyable hole is 16th at Peterson Lakes. I actually played this par 5 as a par 4 because I left my card in the car, which is a bit stupid. But certainly with the drive, if you can get yourself in a good position, you've definitely got a good chance of hitting the green in 2. I came a little bit short on mine, but hit a lovely recovery pitch and managed to nail the putt for a birdie. But yeah, great hole that. Another lovely par 3. One of the signature holes at Woodlake Park, the 16th here, with the water coming into play. There's also a little bit of water short and bunkers as well. So really plays on your mind with the tee shot. Green itself slopes right to left a little bit and lots of contours and breaks on it. Greens at Woodlake Park are fantastic. Very scary when I played them, but really good. Speaking of scary greens, the 16th at Bristol has one, but you've got to get there first. You've got to come over water and down a narrow funnel, so the tree comes into play off the tee as well. Challenging tee shot, incredibly difficult off the white box, I'd imagine. But then on the green, look at the pace on this. Just incredible greens there, and a wonderful hole this one.
Cracking hole that. And imagine
With a 6th included in part 1, the 16th was always going to be included in part 2. Super pair of par 3s here, and into the same location at Milford Haven. Just wonderful, wonderful golf holes, these downhill par 3s onto challenging greens. Not easy to read, but super, super condition, both of them. Fantastic par 3s, those.
There's a view out to the tee.
Another great par 3 this. Tredegar and Rumney strikes yet again. What a fantastic setting for a golf course. Just brilliant, brilliant views. Challenging hole this one, I played it. Long par 3 into the winds, so I was playing a full 5-iron. Very, very small greens, and just great use of the contours. Fantastic course, really, really waiting to be discovered, that one. Another lovely hole this, Stinchcombe Hill 16th. Really enjoyed the feel of this one, not the most difficult hole. Had a lovely drive down there, but lovely fairway. Great condition the course was in when I played it. And then onto the greens. When you're on the green, great contours on it, but the view behind is absolutely fantastic. Speaking of great views, 16th at Llandrindod Wells isn't bad. Great driving hole this, but I've hit a really, really poor drive, but it did allow me to hit this. One of the strikes of the year, that. Fantastic 5-iron, I believe it was, off the fairway. Fed nicely into the green. Very, very difficult green as well. Lots of borrow on it, but a super hole, even though I played it in my quirky way. How to describe this hole? Well, you just got to trust your swing and swing through it, and hopefully your judgment's right for the club. Super, super hole. Lots of fond memories for me playing this hole from years past. But yeah, it's a very, very memorable hole and really, really enjoyable. Just love it.
The lines up to the tee.
Favourite 16th hole goes to the 16th at Church Stretton. Real sort of chance of getting yourself a birdie or an eagle, maybe, if you can drive the green. All about getting a good drive away. Just location of this is just top notch.
Top stuff at the moment. Brilliant views into the sun. Back towards the tee. But look at that, the golden hour light.
Wonderful greens as well. Just a fantastic course. You must pay it a visit. Moving on to the 17th holes now. First up, we've got the 17th on the Crown Course in Tracy Park. Dutch Courage, I believe this one was called. I didn't know how to play this. Fortunately, I didn't quite go far enough and hit the water off my tee shot. Lovely second shot on, and then the greens. Wow, what greens they are. Such a loss that they're no longer with us. That putt doesn't deviate one bit. Brilliant. To the 17th at Pucker Pool now. Beautiful when I played it with the twilight light coming through and illuminating the trees. Had a special feel to it. Difficult hole with a dogleg to the left, and the trees really come into effect, really affect your shots if you're inaccurate like I was. But yeah, lovely feeling to that hole. Another very enjoyable hole was the 17th at Bargoed. Just again, great feeling to this hole. Need to get a good drive away to give yourself a chance of getting on into slightly elevated second shot up. And then fabulous greens when you're there. I just missed. Played a lovely pitch and run over the ridge actually. But yeah, just had a really, really nice feeling to this hole. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, well presented. It's lovely.
To the 17th at Thornbury now. Difficult drive this. You don't want to go too far because the water comes into play off the tee, so I just laid up with a 5-wood. It was quite windy when I played, so made the second shot that much more challenging. To a slightly raised green.
There's a look back towards the 17th tee.
Several bunkers around it, and nice greens once you're on them. An enjoyable and thought-provoking hole, that one. To Highcliffe Castle in Dorset now, one of the ones I played very early last year, just when the course is waking up. Real quirky one this. The green itself is surrounded by a ridge almost the entire way around the hole, so it's like playing a bit of a crazy golf hole, but it was really fun, very short, and managed to hole a crazy putt. So yeah, sorry to my playing partner for the day, I just managed to drain all the putts. Back in Wales over at Glyn Abbey this time for the 17th hole here. Really didn't play this very well at all, but just a great long par 4 with a real challenge. Two really ropey woods down the left hand side, left me way short of the green. Still had a long pitch on. but just a good feeling to this hole. Real challenging par 4, plenty of options. So yeah, very enjoyable, that one.
Wow.
And another long, challenging par 4 is the 17th at St Mellons. Managed to play this one much better, or more conventionally anyway. Nice drive down, and then a really, really good 3-iron, I think it was, down the fairway onto what were damp greens when I played them. Absolute bomb, right on target. Would have been a fantastic birdie to get away with that, but really enjoyed that one. And how could you not enjoy playing 10B in conditions like this? Beautiful downhill par 3 here in 17th. Super views beyond over the course, and then onto the greens, which are absolutely magic throughout. Just a wonderful experience. Really recommend this course very, very highly.
Downhill par 3.
Favourite 17th hole goes to the fabulous 17th at West Monmouthshire. Great feeling on the tee for this one. Just trust your swing. Hopefully you get a straight one. You can get kicks off the contours which surround the green, which naturally feed in, but when you get to the green, wonderful secluded feeling to it. The greens weren't in the best condition when I played, they'd just been treated, but a super, super hole that. Really, really enjoyed it. On to the 18th holes now, and what a challenging finish you've got at Aberdare. Fantastic, difficult hole to finish off here. Long par 4. Always slightly uphill, amazing contours on the fairway, hitting a long iron with the ball well above my feet here. Still ended up short, decent pitch on, and then that had the wonderful feeling of holding a rather nice putt by the clubhouse, with a shotgun start just about to go off with 120 people. The 18th on the Cromwell course at Tracy Park. Nice closing hole this, very windy when I played it, so didn't hit the best drive, but certainly set me up with a challenging shot in to go around the trees, and then you've got this wall which acts as like a natural contour, puts doubt in your mind as well about the distance. Still a long pitch in, but what a fabulous backdrop. Real shame this course isn't here. Wonderful, wonderful greens as well, and a fabulous closing hole.
Great up and down, Max.
Another great closing hole, 18th at Mountain Ash. Fabulous drive that you've got. Can't see much of the fairway from the tee, but you know it's down there. Just trust your line and go for it. Fairly wide fairway to actually hit. Then second shot, you've got a chance of getting close to the green with good contact. I didn't particularly get a good one, but managed to get myself on and 3 with a nice pitch, and then lovely greens there. But yeah, fun course and lovely closing hole that. Another great driving hole is the 18th at Pontypridd. As you can see, everything in front of you off the tee, all downhill until you get to the raised green in front of the clubhouse. Didn't hit the greatest of drives here, but still left myself a short iron into the sharply sloping green. Green was recovering from an insect infestation when I was there, so it wasn't in the best conditions, but a fabulous closing hole that. Certainly a theme developing here with downhill closing holes. Wonderful example again at Kington. Lovely par 4 this, good chance of hitting the green with a good one away. Don't want to go too far right on your drive if you do miss the green, because it slopes severely away from you. You've got an awkward chip back up onto the very, very small green. Difficult green again, lots of contours, lots of borrows, but a fabulous closing hole to a fabulous course. Another please hit a nice long straight one is on the 18th at Gloucester. Fabulous drive yet again here. Just want the ball to roll and roll and roll. I'm sure in the summer you could get quite close to the green with a really, really good hit. Difficult second shot coming in off the downslope, so it's never easy to get good contact on those. And then the green itself is a little bit of a slope on it, but good condition greens when I played. Lovely hole. Wonderful blackbird singing, signifying the end of a wonderful round and a wonderful time I had at Rhondda. Super finishing hole this. Lovely views again back towards the clubhouse and down the hole. Gradually descending down. If you hit the fairway, you should have medium to short iron into the green. Tricky green actually, slopes away from you. Once you're on them, good condition, and then the views behind, just fabulous. A wonderful, wonderful course this. Another rather good course at Llandrindod Wells, and it finishes off with the fabulously named Death or Glory. Wonderful 18th hole this. Off the white boxes, it's an absolute beast. You've got a chance of getting on the green, but there's so much danger around, so many contours to negotiate. I ended up on the left, then managed to pitch on, but you can see the speed of the greens, and this was in March, I think it was, when I played. Fabulous condition, and just a wonderful end to a fabulous course. My favourite 18th hole goes to the 18th at Saint-Pierre on the hill course. It's a hole I was really nervous about playing, standing on the tee, as having watched it on the TV as a kid growing up. Fortunately I managed to get one on the green. Got a bit nervous when I rolled my approach putt a long way past, but rolled it in for a nice par and left the green a very happy man. Thanks for watching, and here's to making some more lovely memories to share with you in the coming year.
I'm so happy with that.